webinar, as I'm sure you all know already, I'm going to be talking you through how you can grow your referrer network using our referring app and online portal. So this is a feature that's already available for your referring partners, and it is included within your current subscription as well, so there's no additional cost for you to factor in on that. So just to give you a little bit of an overview of what I'm going to be running through today. So I'm going to talk you through how to set up a new referrer, enabling auto invoicing, referral fees and allocating a fee scale to a referrer, referrer account activation, the app and desktop platform, the co-branded quotes and lead generation, the reports and dashboard tracking, the market incentive for campaigns and personalised key stages and SMS for referrers. There's also fantastic how-to guides, so we can be sending those out to you. We generally encourage with the referrers for you guys to do your own training. We work with over 5,000 referrers as it stands, and we rarely need to step in to do any training. So hopefully after today's session, you'll all be experts as well. So let me just pull my screen up and we'll get going. So if you've made the decision to work alongside a referrer, one of the main things you're going to need to think about is how you want this partnership to work, and that's really one of the benefits of our system, is it really gives you control. So one of the key things that you're going to have to factor in is whether or not you'll want to choose to pay referral fees. So there's several options within Perfect Portal that will allow you to decide how this is going to work for your firm and also for your clients. So to enable the option to add in referral fees, if this is something that you feel like you want to do, you need to go into the settings page. So I'm sure you all know already, but if I go into the grey navigation pane on the left-hand side, I can click on the cog icon. I'm then going to click into General and Referral Fees. So here on my right side, and possibly your left, is 2 tick boxes. So this first option up here is what allows you to pay your referrers a referral fee. So you may have seen it before within your fee scales. It's just a little box that will be added into your fee scale. I'll talk you through a little bit more later on. But basically it'll just allow you to add in the referral fee. Now this referral fee can be edited manually as well once a quote has been generated, so just bear that in mind. So if you'd prefer to absorb the cost of referral fees, that's fine as well. You can just untick this box here, but for the sake of today's webinar, I'm going to leave it switched on. And then underneath that, you can also see the option to enable automatic invoicing. So if you'd like to enable this feature, again, you simply need to tick the box on, and then you'll need to enter a nominated member of staff who you'd like to receive the invoices. So what this refers to is the referral fee invoicing. It's automatic. So within this section, you can either add in yourself, or you may also want to allocate a member of your finance team as well. So it just means you're not having to worry about that. So the next thing you're going to have to do in order to begin growing your referral network is to add your referrers into your Perfect Portal. So to do this, you'll need to go back to your settings page, click into My Referrers and add a new referrer. So you can see here you've got the option to fill in all the relevant information surrounding the company details. So once you've completed all these sections, you can then submit this for approval. And this will create a request with myself and the client success team. The reason for this is that some referrers may wish to work with more than one company, so we don't want lots of the same referrer in the system, and we just have the one. So I'll just close that down. You can see I've created a couple already, so if I'm just going to click into this one as an example. So the next thing you'll need to do is create a user for your referrers. So you need to have a minimum of 1 referrer user per company in order to be able to allocate them against a quotation. So in order to do this, you just need to click on the Add New User tab, and then you'll see this box pull up on your right hand side. So again, it's just a case of completing their details. You can also see the permission options that are available. So within these options, you can choose how much data your referrer can view, whether you want to limit that to just themselves or also the whole company if it's quite a big referrer agency that you're working with. So once again, once you've completed that, you can just click on Create User, and that will submit the request to myself and the client success team. So you can have as many referrers and referrer users as you need, all at no additional cost. when you add a user for each referrer, this will automatically send them an email login, which I'll show you in a minute. So this will enable them to set their password and access their account as well. And then they can log in using either the app or the desktop login as well. So if you want to manage those email templates, you can go back into Settings, click into General, System Emails. And if I just scroll down here, you can see you've got your referrer email template. So you've got a couple there for confirmation, password reset. But if I just click into the account activation one for now, you can see you've got your email template here. And again, you can change the design and you can also update all the content as well. So you really can tailor it to your firm. Okay, so next step is if you have decided to enable the automatic invoicing, what you'll need to do next is decide who you're going to enable that feature for. So apologies for going back on myself, but just to click back into settings and into my referrers, you can then click into the relevant referrer. And then up here, you've got an option called referrer settings. So if I just click on there, you can see again on my right hand side, this second tick box down. So tick if you would like to enable auto invoicing on case completion. So if that's something you'd like to enable, you just tick that box there. And at this point, you can also review the various options and decide which permissions you'd like your referrer to have. So this would include whether you want them to have the ability to update key stages to your clients, whether you want them to be able to send SMS text on your behalf, and whether you want to grant them permission to raise just leads and how detailed those leads will be. And also if you want them to be able to generate fully branded quotations on your behalf. So this not only ensures you have full control of their access, but it also helps you speed up your process, and it really does provide a seamless customer experience. So it's really a fantastic benefit for you and your client. Okay, so the final stage of setting up your referral will be to add in your referral fees if this is something you're going to be paying, and also allocate a fee scale to them. So if I just click back into settings, set up and manage, and then you can either create a dedicated fee scale for that referrer, or you can just click into one you've already set up. So if I just click into this one here for now, so you can see on my right hand side, we've got fee scale allocation here, and then we've got a breakdown of who the fee scale is allocated to and the other referrers. So it's literally just a case of clicking allocate to the referrer you would like to allocate this fee scale to. And you can see now they're showing on this section here. So if you want to remove that at any point, again, just click on the remove tab. So it's really straightforward. You can then go into edit any referral fees. So if I just click into the legal fees section here within my fee scale, you can see there's a referral fees option just on the far right side. So it's literally just a case of typing in the amount that you would like to pay them. And then you can see on the left that's updated there. So we've got the legal fees, the referral fee, the VAT, and then the overall cost as well. Okay, so for the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to open up our referrer portal so you can see that. So just bear with me. Okay, perfect. So as you can see, this is the desktop for your referrers. So the dashboard is very similar to that of your own portal. So once you've set up your referrer, they've received that activation email we just talked about, and they've set their password, they would log on to their account. Now, if you have decided you want to enable automatic invoicing, the first thing the referrer is going to need to do is actually enable this within their account as well. So again, it's really straightforward for them to do this. All they've got to do is click into settings. So in the exact same place, the grey navigation pane, just click on the cog icon, click into general, and then there's just one option there, so referral fee invoices. So they would just tick on this box at the top. So you would need to communicate to them whether this was something you were going to be using. You can limit their access within settings as well. So if you don't want them to have access to this, they don't have to. At this point, then they can upload their invoice logo. So this would just be their brand logo. And then they can also complete their billing information as well. They're able to manage their invoices. Again, if we just go to the grey navigation pane, you can see there's the invoices tab just here. So if I click in there, You can see the itemised list of any invoices that they have set up, and they can also click into these to mark as either paid or cancelled. Okay, so if you've provided access for your referrer to generate quotations, this can be done in the exact same way as you do currently. You would just receive a notification once that quotation had been raised by your referrer, so you could then use that to contact your clients. But what I'm going to talk about today is the ability for your referrers to raise leads. So to do this, again, very similar to raising a quotation, it's the big pink plus in the top left-hand corner. So then you can see we've got the new lead option. So if I just click into here, they could then select the matter type. And then at this point, they can fill in their details. So just bear with me 1 second while I complete some details here. Okay, so then they would simply click on the referrer company. So obviously that would be themselves. They can select the user if they want to allocate it to someone else as well. And then it's just a case of send lead. Okay, so they would view it this way. It's just the lead overview here. If you've given them access to convert this to a quote, they've got that option as well. But what will happen is when you set up the ability for your referrer to raise leads, once a lead is raised, they will then receive an email notification to the nominated member of staff within your firm. So you can manage which users receive these notifications within your own settings by clicking into Settings, My Company, and Notifications. And just to show you how that notification will come through, you can see here, very similar to how you get your normal system notifications. You've just got the case details, the client name, and also the introducing company. And you can just click here and that will take you directly into that case within your portal. So next up, I'm just going to skip back to our firm portal so that we can talk a little bit more about that. So once you've received the lead notification, you can click into the lead, and then at that point you can contact the client and convert, as I've just showed you. That will convert the lead into a fully branded quotation. You can also manage your leads by clicking on the lead tab within your grey navigation pane. And here you can see a breakdown of all the live leads you have. So if we just click into one as an example, you can click on the Convert tab just here. And very similar to the way it works with your quotations, you can then just complete any missing purchase information, click on Convert, and then that will log in your quotes. Okie doke. So if I just take us back to the dashboard now. So in a similar way to how you would with your private work, you can also track and manage your referrers in the same way. So you can do this by utilising various tiles within your dashboard. So I've just customised our dashboards a little bit so that we've got all the relevant ones, but you can see here you've got your priority leads. So this is the split between your qualified quotes, your cold leads and your hot leads. You've then got your business split, so you can see the split between your private work and your referred. You've got your referrer quote conversions, and also who is referring the most work to you. So this is purely based on your private and your referred, and you can see there the split, so you can see who's referring the most. You've also got your business trends, so you can see you've got leads, quotes and cases. And then you've also got your heat map as well. So this just shows the split between your private work and your referred. You can see the different colours there. And it'll also show you where they are based on location as well. So it's a really handy tool to keep track of that. So along with the reporting available on your dashboard, you've also got the option to click into your control centre. And here you can view your top referrers and also your quote breakdowns as well. You've also still got the access to reports within your report suite. Again, this can be filtered by date range. And if we just click into the report suite, you can see there's a couple of options for your reports. So specifically, you've got your leads, quotes and conversions by referrers. You've also got your referrer contact details and your automatic activation status. But if I just click into view, you can see the breakdown of those figures there, and these can all be exported into Excel as normal. So it's a fantastic way to determine which referrers are sending you quality versus quantity, and you can also identify who, if anyone, you need to engage with a little bit more to try and bring more work in. So as well as the reporting options, you've also got a number of communication options available with your referrers. So one of the main aspects of this is the marketing center. So if I just click in here, again, within the grey navigation pane, I'm just going to click into Marketing Center. Okay, perfect. And this is where you can create a dedicated campaign for your referrers. So it's a fantastic way to communicate messages to your referrers all in one go, particularly with things like if you've got a change to open hours or if you've got any promotions that you want to push. So it allows you to create a dedicated template, dedicated mailing list, and a full campaign specifically for your referrers. So in order to create your first campaign, you'll first need to click on the email templates tab up in the top right corner. So if I just click in there, so we've already created one for you as an example, but you would just click on new email template. And at that point then, if I just click into this example here, you can then see you can amend the template name, you can amend the design, you can change all your formatting, as in your content, you can attach any files, and then you've got the option to either send a test, so you can send a test to yourself, or you can just save it and keep it there for future use. So once you're happy with your template, the next thing you'll need to do is create your mailing list. So very similar, you just click into the mailing list tab, again in the top right corner. You would then just click on new, and you can see here you've got the option to give it a list name. So you can call it, either referrers, agents. If you want it just going to a specific referrer company, if they have quite a lot of users, you can just call it the firm name. You can then click on the drop down where you can see a breakdown of your referrers. So you just select the relevant parties, and you can select all or deselect all as well. So once you're happy with your template and your mailing list, the final thing you'll need to do is create your actual campaign. So if I just click on email campaigns up at the top, so we've got a few we've already created, but you would just click on the new campaign, and you can see here you've then got the option to give your campaign a name. So this would just be your internal reference that you could use to track it within your marketing center. Then your subject, so that will be what your recipients would see. You've got your email too, so then you can click, this is for the reply option. So if anyone replies from that marketing campaign, you can select a dedicated user to have that response come through to. You can also select a delivery date. So if you don't want it to go out straight away, you can just select a time as needed. And then you would just select the relevant mailing list, so the one that we've just created, and then you can select your template. So if you've got more than one, you'll have a drop down, but otherwise you'll just have the one that you've created. You can then, again, either save this or publish it. And you can see up top, you can track how many campaigns you've done, how many emails have been sent, and also your open rate as well. So it's just a fantastic way to get information to your referrers in one go. If you'd like to know a little bit more on that, obviously I know we've just done a quick run through there, but please refer to the support centre, so you'll be able to find a step-by-step video. So you can find that by just clicking on the little question mark up in the top right corner, or just give your client success manager a call and we're happy to talk you through that at any point. Okay, so as well as communication using the marketing center, you can also utilize both SMS and key stages to your referrers if those are features that you've got enabled. So I'm just going to click back into settings, set up and manage, and key stages up at the top here. So you've got a few options next. So you can personalize each key stage for your referrers. If you click into the relevant key stage, just be aware this is matter type specific as well, so you'll need to make sure you're in the relevant matter type. So once you've clicked into the relevant key stage, you can edit which parties you would like to receive this update. And then if you scroll down, if you've created this key stage specifically for your referrer to update you, you would then just need to click on the drop-down box where you could select the relevant referrer. You can also, if you just scroll down, You've got the personalised communication template as well, so you can update your wording as needed. And then just lastly, if you wanted to tick to allow your referrer to send out an SMS message once the key stage is completed, you can just tick this on and that will send that out for you. Okay, everyone, so I'm conscious that was quite a lot to go through, so thank you very much for listening. In review, I hope you found that helpful. I hope you can see, it is such a fantastic feature. It's a great way to offer flexibility to your agents while still allowing you to maintain full control and build a stronger relationship between yourself and your referrers. So we're going to have a quick Q&A session now. So I'm conscious there may well be some questions after that. So if you've got any questions you'd like to ask, please let me know if you just put those through. Okay, so I've just seen someone said, please can you clarify how the referrer allocates a lead to a specific member of staff in a legal firm, i.e. if there are 2 or 3 conveyancers in an office using the same referrer, how does the referred lead go to the correct member of staff? So what I'll do, just bear with me, I'm going to have to jump off my screen again, sorry about that. I'll just talk you through that because I think that's a really fantastic question. So if you just go into your settings option here, you can see My Company. You may well remember this from when you first did your setup. But if you click on the notifications option here, you can see you've got the auto lead alerts and auto quote alerts. So if you add an email address in here, you can have as many or as few of these as you want. You can just have one or you can just separate them with a comma. And essentially, anytime a referrer generates a lead or a quote, whoever is in that inbox will receive the email notification. Okie doke. So someone else has said, can the law firm use the app? So obviously it's a referrer app. What you can do is set up a demo account, particularly if you want to demonstrate this to your referrers. So if you would like to set that up, please give us a call and we can talk you through that. Okay, and someone else has asked, how can we change our emailed quote front and back cover? So again, that's quite a good question because obviously you've probably all got your cover and end sheets that you send out with your quotations, but if you're creating a dedicated fee scale for your referrers, you may well want to have a completely separate cover and end sheet specifically for them if you want to tie in both companies' branding. So in that case, all you need to do is click into settings, set up and manage, click into your fee scale, so whether you want to create a new one or if you're going to use one you've already got. And then you can see the option here for cover sheet. So if I just click into the cover sheet option, you've got the option to leave it blank, first of all. You've also got the option for referred quotes. So you can have your normal one, obviously the one that you've already got set up. But if I click into referred quotes, you've then also got the option to create something new. So whether you want to upload something you've already got, so you can remove one. I would like to add a new front cover, you can then just upload that directly from your files. So if you have got designs that you want to use specifically for referrers, then that's a fantastic way to do that. So that was a really good question. Okay, is there any other questions that anyone has? Okay, someone said, going back to the first question, you say that everyone in the email box will get the leads. Does this mean that referrers cannot specify a certain conveyancer within the firm? So whoever is in that inbox will receive the notification. Obviously, you guys can manage it that way. So whether you just want to have one person in there, that's up to you. But if we just click back in there so we can see it. You click on notifications. So you can just have the one user in there. You've also got the option here, I'll just talk about that as well. So if a client replies to a quote sent by one of the referrers, this user will receive the email. So you've probably, again, remember this from your setup, but if you click on the drop-down box there, you'll also have a list of users within your firm, so you can select a specific person for quote responses as well. Okay, so someone said, can you customize the front and end sheets for a referrer? But what about the actual quote? Can this be customized with referrer's logo? So it would have your logo within there because obviously it's generated for you, so you would really be the person giving the quote. But what I'll do actually is I'll look into that one to see whether we could potentially look at customizing that separately, particularly if you do have a lot of referrers. Okie doke. Okay, and someone also has said it would help if the dashboard could show 13 months rather than 12. Is that possible? So if you go into your dashboard, you can see you've got your date filter here. So you can select from the options you've got, or you can just directly edit the date. So if you wanted to go from maybe December of 2019 to January of 2021, you've got that option. Okay, so is there any other questions? No? Okie doke. So that's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your time, everyone. I hope that was useful for you. If you've got any further questions, please just let your client success manager know and we can go from there. And if you've got any suggestions for webinars, again, please don't hesitate to contact us and we will definitely take